Oh, today is going to be a banner day, people. Banner day. Not only because it's another day Kenny Cott decided he can't come to work, but banner day because if you call this radio show, you're going to have your call screened by this man. Roberto making his call screening debut and looking at the phone like it's the launch codes to start a nuclear war.
You're not kidding. He got in there like 15 minutes early. He was dialed in and focused, just looking at the phone.
Why is there a cake dish over this phone?
I'm hearing delay.
It's not our show. Just let it ring.
Yeah, he's turned the temperature down about 59 because he's sweating. He's so nervous in here.
So I'm mostly excited about Roberto's interactions with callers. More so than I am what any of you have to say. I kind of just want to watch that.
I wish we had like that Minnesota horn to play. Remember? And everybody just started calling because they thought we were giving away tickets.
Well, what we can do is basically, if you'd like to verbally assault Roberto, you could call the number right now, 248-539-9797.
I'd like to talk about Jeff Golf or
right.
Dick Campbell. I'm here to take
If you want to talk a little smooth jazz, Roberto has you. But we have to open the show with Roberto as call screener because Rico, David came to me, Evan came to me, morning show. There's a buzz around the office. You made waves. Oh. And apparently you chose not to do it on this show, and you did it on your podcast, The 5-Star Zone. But Evan released a video of some form, and it's made the rounds to where I was asked a question, were you a hard drug user? And I said, no, not at all.
Oh, here's the thing. People always say that, Mike, if you don't conform to society, then you get mocked. But those who are successful.
He's already struggling to keep up with the calls.
We
have a problem. He is already struggling.
So, yeah, he is.
That horn, I think, is what did it.
And I think people are just messing with him, too.
You can already see sweat beating down that bald head of his. Oh, my.
Right, trying to order a pizza.
So here's what we're going to do. I have not offered you who I want as MSU's next head coach. I haven't gone there. I think it's premature. I think I know who I want, but you're going to wait for that. But no. Not R.L. Beard, the pride of Lutheran Western Tech in Detroit.
You know what? Here's the thing. I do a podcast on the Big Ten. This is a big topic. So, yeah, everybody's giving out names. So, guys, here are a couple names just to consider.
There was one in particular, and the morning show talked about it. Oh. And I thought they were very gentle with you.
I mean, it would have been nice if they would actually listen, but sure.
Okay, time out. They were very gentle. But I wanted you to give this a spin because then I get to respond to it. Okay. Because I personally believe you're ingesting narcotics. But go ahead.
No, it's not ingesting narcotics, Mike.
Also,
it's just
he can't keep up.
He can't.
This is
we can't look over here. He'll just distract us all show.
People, you need to call Roberto right now. 248-539-9797.
Just say hi.
Call up. He's a very lonely man. He'd love to talk to you. Maybe you could. He's just dying for attention. Call him up and say hi. Now, Rico, what the hell did you do on your pod and that the morning show responded with the name you're about to say? What is wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me, Mike. I'm just exploring options that are out there that you could take a look at because in the world of college football, you never know what could happen if you throw enough money at somebody. You could say, hey, did you know that the Pac-12 would be done a year ago? No, but money talked and 10 teams walked and left the Pac-12. I'm simply saying this. A name that MSU.
Oh, look at it. The Barbarian Horde is here. They want to talk to Roberto. They want to call up. How you doing? How's your father?
I quit.
You can't even talk about your.
I quit, David.
The adoring public. They want to call up. How's your marriage? What'd you have for dinner? This is Roberto's dream. We could replace Kenny with Roberto because then Roberto gets to talk to people.
Right, but the thing is, he's getting averaging one caller per 7 minutes. So
took him less time to make his first kid.
I'm trying to listen to you, though, Rico. I'm trying. I really am.
248-5.
We're good. Go listen to the 5-Star Zone. I said Marcus Freeman. There you go.
You call up, say hi to Roberto, and then talk to Rico next. Now, go ahead. Who did you want?
I'm not going to do this again because you just go bring it. I get in the middle of saying it. Hey, look at Roberto. He's sweating.
I don't know if he's screening calls for us or at a divorce mediation. This is tremendous. Now, what were you saying?
Are you sure?
I'm 100% certain.
Okay. You're going to interrupt me again?
Not at all.
Okay. I forgot where I left off. Basically, I said I think if Michigan State were to throw enough money, and you're probably looking at about $10 million a year to Marcus Freeman, you can get him. And now here's the thing, Mike. It's like NFL quarterbacks. You got to get past the number because the number is changing. The number is moving. And if you want to go after certain coaches, it's going to cost you. And you can't sit here and say, well, we paid the last coach this amount of money. Okay. And it didn't work out. You're not going to quit football. You're not going to shut down your program. You're going to keep paying money. So, yeah. And it's happened. There's precedent that it's happened because, one, the last coach in Notre Dame left to go to LSU. Why? Because he was making more money.
Time out. David, you have to teach him to put people on hold. People, be patient. Be patient.
I literally just told him, man. He says, I'm like,
I know. People, 248
5 callers.
539-9797. Give Roberto another chance. He will get to you. Just give this man a chance because, frankly, if he can't answer a phone and put you on a radio show, I don't know what he's capable of. Okay, so here's my issue. I'm not going to do to you what most people are going to do. I understand why you're saying this. The dirty secret in all of sports is that Notre Dame is like ESPN. They don't pay you a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. They pay you in prestige.
Brian Kelly left for money. Mm-hmm. While I don't think this is that realistic, if what you're saying were to happen, that MSU had $10 million per on the table, and you call the reps, I think at least it gets you a conversation. No one on surface is leaving Notre Dame to go to Michigan State. They're not leaving Notre Dame to go to Wisconsin. They're not leaving Notre Dame to go most places.
Right.
But on the heels of having 10 players on the field for the penultimate play, and
looking at a schedule with Clemson,
what do you think
Duke.
Freeman makes down there? 3.5, 4?
Mike, from my research and people that I talked to, he's brought around Notre Dame actually paying him about 2.5 to maybe under 3. Yeah, when Brian Kelly left, and this is based on an article from his tax things from Athletic, Kelly was only making 3.1. Now he could have been making money on the side.
Had to have.
Notre Dame was only paying him $3.1 million, which is why he bolted and left to go to LSU because LSU said, we'll give you a 10-year, $95 million contract.
We are 9.5 minutes into this segment. He has screened one phone call, and the lines are full. People want to speak to Roberto. They want to speak to us.
I think they more so want to speak to Roberto.
We have, David, one phone call screened. One.
yeah, there's a few people that are just talking to him and then he's hanging up. So, yeah.
Oh, listen, he wants to have a conversation. People, give Roberto a chance to be great. He's making his debut screening calls. 248-539-9797. Now, the side issue, I want you to call Rico Beard, and I want you to have a conversation with him. Look, I don't think it's realistic as we sit here on September 26th, but if Notre Dame loses a couple more games, if they go to Duke this weekend and lose, seats get warm in Notre Dame quick.
Yeah.
And they gave him a prove-it deal. I'm not going to make fun of it. Do I think MSU is going to spend $10 million on their next coach? No, I do not. Do I believe MSU has the leadership to make a coordinated and calculated strike on a program like that? No, I do not. However, I am not going to make fun of Rico for being creative.
Mike, here's the thing. The $10 million is a number figure that people are just going to have to get used to. It's like how you had to get used to the fact that Daniel Jones made a ton of money as a Giants quarterback. Was he worth it? No, but that's the cost of doing business in 2023.
It's like having Roberto as your call screener.
Yeah.
This is the cost of Kenny not coming to work.
And no, so that's why I'm saying you could go ahead. I'm not saying that he will, but absolutely, I would walk in there and say, hey, Notre Dame, I don't think that you would match this deal. You have somebody from the Midwest. He can recruit. He's 37. Yeah, why not try? Why just settle for some MAC coach when you can? If you're going to make a splash, make a splash. Do something.
People, I leave this to you. I'm not going to poison the jury. Is Rico being bold or a boob? That's really what it boils down to. I think he's got the financial angle. If the people you're talking to are saying Marcus is making 2.5, 3.5, and you come in with a $10 million offer, yeah, man. I mean, anybody's going to listen. I never thought Brian Kelly would leave for LSU. It didn't make any damn sense. Family.
Well, who would have thought that Mario Cristobal would have leave Oregon
Me.
with Phil Knight?
No,
But I'm saying Phil Knight.
He played for Miami.
I understand.
And they got John Ruiz.
But Phil Knight has money too.
It doesn't matter. It's Miami. It's home. Come on,
fair.
that's different.
No,
that's
fair.
home.
But I mean, it happens, man. Lincoln Riley leaves. Jimbo Fisher
It's
leaves.
you, man. You just got to get with it.
The guys left. Now you're going to have to pay for this, but this is something that I think should be looked at. If you want to be a top 15 team, you can't act like you're poor.
All right,
you
here's
can't
the
go
deal.
out there and say,
And if
help
you
us,
want to
please.
be an elite call screener for a high-end radio show, if you don't get 10 calls screened in a singular segment, I mean, come on, man. What are we doing here? He's like Lucille Ball at the Bonbon Factory. He's getting overrun.
You know what? I'm leaving.
539-9797.
Mike, you should just go because I don't think you'll say anything as clever as what you just said.
It is
because everybody's in their mind is thinking of the chocolates coming down.
That's it.
And she's stuffing it in her mouth.
It is a Call Roberto Tuesday. Call in. Ask him how life is. Get on the show.
Over under our 10th call that we get to, I'm going to put at 4:30.
You would think we're asking him to, like, go into a butcher shop with no training and trim up steaks and use cutlery. It's answering a phone.
No, you have put it so eloquently. This is Lucy at the chocolate factory as they sped up the machine. And she putting it in her hat. She's eating them. She's doing it in her pocket. And the people, they're making our life fun today.
You call up, talk to Roberto, and if he don't get to you fast enough, you let him know about it.
And you keep calling back.
That's right, repeatedly. 248-539-9797. Is Rico a brilliant or a boob? 97-1.